Hi there, I am Pauline. I am a beadwork and embroidery artist based right here in Ontario, Canada. So let me tell you a little bit about what is it that I do and what kind of art I make. Looking back at my creative journey, I can kind of divide it up into 3 chapters. Jewelry making, pins, and now embroidery art on canvas. With jewelry, that really was my first big love. I discovered the technique of bead weaving. You can also call it beadwork, but that's when you stitch the tiniest little seed beads and other beads and crystals with a needle and thread. And over the years, I've even taken part in some international competitions. There's some awards back there on my wall, and even been printed in some magazines. The second chapter is making wearable pins. And that was kind of a natural progression from making beadwork jewelry to start embroidering and then making that into pins. And because I always have to make something new, I created my own kind of pins that would come in a frame. It is magnetic and it easily just attached to the metal back there. When you wear it, because it's magnetic, all you need to do is just snap it on like this. Nothing is piercing your clothes. There's no damage to something like a nice leather jacket, for example. And then of course, once you're done wearing the pin for the day, you can put it back in your frame. And you can keep it somewhere like on the shelf or hang it up on the wall, and it becomes part of your home decor. The third chapter of my creative journey is actually making art on canvas. And of course, because I'm still in love with my primary technique of bead weaving and embroidery, it is an embroidered art on canvas. I make a lot of these pieces as what I call made to order, meaning I will actually make it with my own hands right here in the studio, and then we'll ship it to you. I am also starting a long-term project where I am creating my own fictional world with its own plot and characters and aesthetic. In fact, the very name of this channel, Pauline Builds a World, is because I am building this fictional world of Spēlanoia, and I will be sharing on how I do it, how I conceptualize it, and of course every new piece that I make. And B, I am also building my own personal world. This is the world that I strive for. It's a world that you can also call the art life. It's a world of abundance and fulfillment. And it's really all about balancing being an artist with, my personal life, which is very, very busy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll be sharing lots of those videos in the coming weeks, and I'm so excited for you to join me on my journey.